Khan Academy, we are working on the topic volume and the first subtopic, volume with unit cubes. What is the volume of the following figure? So they're showing us here, this is our front view, so this is if we were looking at it from the front, and this is if we were looking at it from the back. And they tell us that this is what 1 cubic unit looks like. The biggest thing to remember with these is that these are 3D shapes. So a lot of students like to just count the number of squares they see, and we can't do that because as in this one right here, this is actually the front of a cube, this is the side of a cube, and this is the top of the cube. So even though we see 3 faces of it, it's still only 1 cubic unit. So we have to think about that this is 1, and then this is 2, and then there's 1 behind there, so that would be 3. And there's 1 on top, that's 4, and there's 1 here, that's 5, and there's 1 here, that's 6, so that's all 1 cube. But then we can't forget that there's 1 back behind this cube, and we know that because when we're looking at it from the back, you can see that there's 1 down here. So this shape is 7 cubic units. Again, they're just reminding us that this is 1 cubic unit. So what is the volume of the following figure? All of the cubes are visible, so they're letting you know that. So this right here is going to be 1 cube. This is our front, our side, and our top view. So that's 1, and then you can see there's a cube sitting underneath that, so that's 2. And then you can see there's a cube next to that, that's 3. This cube up here in the front is 4. And then there's 1 right here, that's 5. This is the top and this is the side of it. That's 5. This is the 6th one, we can only see the top. And this is the 7th one, we can see the top and a little bit of the side there. And then 8, this is the top and the side of it. 9, this is the front and this is the side. And then 10, we can see 3 sides on number 10 right here. That would be 10 cubic units. What is the volume of the following figure? Again, they're showing you a front view and a back view. Some people can just kind of see these shapes and they don't really need both views, but really the big key here is to remembering that these are 3D. So these are actually cubes, not just a flat square that we're looking at. So again, we can see that this front one is 1, okay? And we can see that there's 1 on top is 2. And then this one on top is sitting on another one that from the front we can't see at all. Okay, so that would be our 3rd one. If we look at the back, you can see how that top one is sitting on top of 1. Okay, so that's 1, 2. The one it's sitting on would be 3. And then we can see number 4 hanging out back here. Number 5 is part of that T that's jutting out here. And number 6. So 1, 2, 3 is what it's sitting on, 4 back here, 5, 6 cubic units. Okay, one more time, they're showing us that if this cube is 1 cubic unit, what is the volume of the following figure? All of the cubes are visible, so we don't have to make any guesses if we can't see any. Okay, so I'm just going to look at this bottom row here. It looks like there's 2 cubes. You can see the sides and you can see the fronts of them. So that's 2. And then on top, there's 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, even though it's tricky because you can see 3 faces. And then 9 is this one that's kind of sticking out here.